Hey there. So, we're here again. And as you may have heard, right, the reason why this video even exists is because the university has decided to put classes all online again. I'm not a fan of the decision, and not because of like health and safety issues. I understand the university made their decision. I understand they're making their decisions in the interest of the university, and I'm okay with that. It's just that I like miss teaching in person, and I miss being in person, interacting with students. I miss that part of it. And unfortunately, for now anyway, that's been delayed for about a month or so from the date of this recording. Now, as you guys already know, right, there is a chance that because this has already happened, and it's possible that this could be extended, and it's possible that we could be doing this longer than a month or so. At the same time, it's also possible that it is only the month, and we move on with our lives, and we get to be together back in person again. Hopefully, we get to be back in person again. But in the meantime, right, so let's take a moment to introduce the course to Criminal Justice 1101. So the thing about this course, right, is that it is a inch deep and a mile wide. So we cover a lot of different topics related to the program, and it's intended to give you a foundational exposure to a lot of criminal justice topics, things that understand like how we count crime data, basic function of the police and court systems, some issues that come up with how we think about crime or theories, how we set about punishing people, right? So these are all topics that are developed further, but this class kind of gives you like a tasting of it, right? To see, one, if these are the kinds of topics that interest you, and if it's something you want to pursue further, or if you want to do undergraduate research or something like that. That's what this class is about. It's intended to be light. It's intended to be fun, and so you should keep that in mind. So, a few things that we'll talk about, just to get started. First of all, right, I know it's not the ideal setting. I know it's not that it sucks being online. I've had online classes before, taken as a student and as an instructor, and it's not the same experience, right? It's really easy to be disconnected and not feel like part of the community. So what I want to encourage you guys to do then is to, feel free to reach out to me, right? So, I have office hours Monday and Wednesday from 1 to 3. And, the intent of those, right, is for you to drop in if you have any questions, right? I also recognize that my office hours don't necessarily meet like real life kind of stuff, right? They don't meet real people hours, especially if you take on jobs or if you have kids, if you have, if you're at home and you're helping take care of your younger siblings, or you're just like an adult and you got some stuff to do. So I want to encourage you to reach out if you if you need help or you need assistance, or if things are struggling or something's unclear. Please talk to me, right? I say that because I think there's a tendency for people to like really rely on like GroupMe as like the end all be all, and then they never talk to the instructor if they're struggling. The other part too is that I've been accused of being intimidating and rude. I will say this, like I'm a very direct communicator, and I think there are times if I'm being direct with someone, I'm not a sugarcoater kind of person. And some people, react differently to that. Some react better, some react don't. So I would ask that if you feel like you're struggling, one, totally common. I struggled a lot. I was in school a lot. I needed a lot of help. And the times that it sucked the most is when I didn't ask for help. Times where it wasn't so bad is when I asked for help and I was able to resource and meet, some of my faculty. And I understand that it's really hard to admit, right? Because you don't necessarily want to admit that you need help because you feel like you should be at a different level than what you really are. You feel like should be advanced or some way. But really, the truth is no one gets out alone. Everyone has been helped along the way, and it's perfectly normal to ask for help, and it doesn't make you weak to do that. So for this class, right, if you ever find that you are struggling or that you need assistance or something like that, please talk to me. Again, I get it. I understand that I'm intimidating and that like some people think like I'm rude because I'm a direct communicator. I get it. I get it. I get it. But you know, try to like get beyond that. Side note on the like directness thing, sometimes students will email me and I default to answer quickly, give direct answer, move on with your life, and I don't really like fluff it up very much, right? So if that's something like that happens, maybe read it in a different voice. I don't know, keep it in mind, right? But you know, just know that I'm never intending to make anyone feel bad because that's like gets in the way of like having a good education. If I say something like, "Oh, it's in the syllabus, you should read this section," it just means you should read that. It doesn't mean I think like anyone's dumb or stupid. I'm simply pointing you to a different resource. So, with that said, we'll pause this video and then we'll move on to the rest of the course kind of stuff.